Hey, what's going on, guys? MythicQ87B here. Welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Thunder 2000. This is episode number 12 today for, well, not really the All-Star Open, because I already thought about it long and hard, and I just like, why would I bother wasting my time doing 7 laps for basically doing nothing? So we're not even going to bother doing the All-Star Open. We're going to sim through that, and we're going to go to the Coke 600, of course, as well. So who's going to win the Open? It's not us, of course. We finished 8th, so a lot better than what we would have done, honestly, in the actual game itself. The winner is Ricky Rudd. I don't understand how he was in the Open, but there he was. I want to make a save real quick here as well. All right, so now we got that taken care of. We actually got some business to take care of here. So, again, situation's not great. Tire wear upgrades coming in about 2 races, and the engine's being built in 4 races. So we have to wait a long time in order to get things done. So, you know, if I wanted to overhaul the engine, it's not a good idea for me to do so, because I would have no money to do anything else. Although I do need speedway power like really soon, to be honest with you. So honestly, it would be too much trouble for me to actually start thinking about just instead of repairing things constantly. We're just gonna have to overhaul something. Preferably, I kind of want to just overhaul the engine and just have 2 good engines somewhat, but then again I would have no chassis. That's the problem if I were to do that, because if I were to overhaul a chassis, you know, nothing would gain. Literally nothing would be able to gain out of all this. So that's the shitty situation that we're in. And honestly, at this point, because of the chassis coming in 2 races time, it's best for me just to wait for that to occur, then hire a chassis builder and just build a chassis, I suppose. Look, the situation is not good. I kind of just want to overhaul this for 4 races, but then again, I would have to use this engine for 4 races straight. And eventually, it'll be 50 across the board, at least a couple times. So what can we do? I wouldn't have if I were to overhaul the engine for 4 races, I would not have any money to do the chassis building. So that's the sucky part out of all this. Well, unfortunately, the only thing I can do is basically repair this for 2 races, and then of course to try to have somewhat of a chassis anyway. You know, repair this for 2 races as well. Yeah, we're having a not so good of a tight ship at the moment, especially since, you know, that Richmond race kind of gave us the middle finger and a half, because we're a lot of points behind Bobby Hamilton now, who's 40th, and we're 41st. So sponsorship money is going to be really, really tight. It's just not good. It's not good right now. Like I think I might have not done this correctly this whole playthrough so far. We're 12 races, almost 12 races in, and we're still like a while back. So the next few races are Dover, Michigan, Pocono. Sonoma, I think we could try to do something out of all that. You know, if we can bring our new engine to the Pepsi 400 at Daytona. So another thing I've also noticed, of course, Rusty Walls is still the whatchamacallit. I also noticed as well, we have 11 different winners in 11 races. So we have Rusty Walls, Tony Stewart, Mike Skinner, Mark Martin, Andy Houston at Dega, Bill Elliott at Martinsville, Dale Sr., Stacy Compton at Bristol, or was that Ward Burton? Either way. We got Ward Burton, Jeff Burton, and Johnny Benson all winning races. So could we have a 12th different winner today? I don't know. Or will we finally have our first repeat winner? Let's go find out. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't feel good about this either. Charlotte, to me, when I was a little kid, when I played on rookie difficulty with all the assists besides the braking one or whatnot, it wasn't that bad of a track. To me, anyway. As we slide up the racetrack, well, I don't remember making the car that tight. Moving the joystick all the way to the left. That's interesting. So we slide up the racetrack on our first turn. That's not a good sign. I decided to change my suspension setting at the last possible second to try to make it more stable, and so far it's working like a charm, I guess. So 37th right off the bat. It's not great. Let's see what we can do in our second lap here. Anyway, Tokyo drifting off at 1 and 2. Of course, I keep saying this before. The biggest problem is not really, well, it is speed, straight line speed, but also, you know, tire wear. It's also, you know, the reason why we keep sliding so much is there's no grip. There is no grip on this car. We cannot turn this car any faster than like 157 into corners without sliding.
Hey, just remember, it's not where you start, it's where you finish.
Not a good feeling starting 32nd again. But yeah, 100 laps of fun. You want fun? Let's go have some fun.
Welcome, everyone, to Charlotte, North Carolina. It's time once again for the running of the Coca-Cola Racing Family 600 here at Lowe's Motor Speedway. And MRN is here to bring you all the action. This is an awesome facility, isn't it, Barney?
A lot of these teams are based in this area. This is a 2,000-acre dream come true for any NASCAR fan. I don't think there's a bad seat anywhere in the place. There's always great racing to go along with it.
What a great starting position for the DuPont Chevrolet.
Yeah, this should give that whole team a little boost. They've been struggling in qualifying week after week, but it looks like they're trying to turn things around. I'm proud of these guys.
The 56 car is towards the bottom of the points list this season.
Well, there's always going to be someone who has to fill in the bottom of the points list. Of course, none of these guys want to ever see their name there. Sometimes it's just not your season to shine.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
So it's Kyle Petty on pole today for the Coke 600. We're starting a good ways back from our teammates, but that's been the whole theme for this year, really.
The Home Depot Pontiac.
Andy Petrie says that it's going to take a full year for this whole thing to take off. So that's why he says, like, listen, your rookie season, do not worry about it. 2001, though, is going to be a real test to see whether or not you're staying on the team. And off we go for the Coke 600. We're rolling off 32nd right off the bat. We want to try to get to that bottom lane immediately. We're actually going to be, a bit of a bully to Darrell Waltrip, but we're going to stay on the 32nd here. And we're going to try to take that spot back from Elliott Sadler, it looks like. I think we're kind of competitive on the starts, at least, anyway. We're actually still able to keep up, so that's good news there. Hopefully our field mileage can actually make it through 50 laps. But I know I try to make sure I get close to 9,000 or whatnot, because that's where you get most of the horsepower at. It doesn't matter what track you're at either. We're still holding on, but we just lose it like at the end of the corners or whatnot. Quarter entry speed, I think, is okay so far. We're able to just really reel in everybody else as long as we don't do that. Essentially, we should be fine. But we're not fine right now. They ask if you are, see if you're fine. You're not really fine because we're still running in 32nd. So I feel like we're minorly competitive in a way because we're trying to make our pass on our teammate Kenny Wallace, who's having a slow start, but Scott Pruitt is really going to hold us up here, and that's going to open the door up. We can't seem to get away from Kenny Wallace at all, it seems. And now we got Scott Pruitt holding up this inside line. That's not exactly where I want to be, especially since Rick Mass is now going to be looking on our inside here, because the car just has no grip whatsoever. And unfortunately for Ken Schrader, he gets the brunt end of that. We're going to try to pass Scott Pruitt here because we need to get away from this guy because he's been a thorn on our sides, and now soon to be, because now we got Bobby Hamilton in front of us as well. He's running in 29th place. We need to finish ahead of him, like not by a little bit, by a lot, just to even try to get the 40th place in points. But unfortunately, because Delphi is also on the hood of the car, where our average finish is 40th or above, which it is, I can't get rid of that associate sponsor at all until like the contract's up, essentially. So, in a bit of a stalemate that we're in right now, I'm afraid. I really don't like doing that to my man Bobby Hamilton right there, but we got the spot away from him, but we had to lose one with Rick Mass in exchange. And now he wants to try to make a move back on us, but we're going to stay within the slipstream of Rick Mast and just try. Whoa. Yeah, 3 and 4 is not a good corner for us, essentially, since I keep losing the car for going too fast, but everyone else is also going fast in that corner, as we have our fastest lap of the race so far with a 31.3. Try to be really careful going into one. I don't want to lose Rick Mass, that's a problem. If I do, if I leave and let the bottom open like that, we're going to rough him up a little bit more as well. I really don't like roughing up my man like that. But of course, I'm in a really unfortunate and difficult spot to be in, especially since 3 and 4 are not my good corners here in this track, or at least that's what it seems so far. I just hope it doesn't get too much worse, but I'm sure it will, because we have to survive 50 laps with this set of tires. So I hope there's a caution at some point. Oh! Bobby almost wanted to say screw you to me after holding him up so many times, but unfortunately we had to let Dale Earnhardt Jr. in exchange. Maybe he can try to pull us up a little bit here. Probably not. He's already gone. Oh, gone within the wind is Dale Jr. Gone within the wind. I hate how I have to keep I have to keep it to go so slow in the corners, and if I do, you know, I slide up all the racetrack, and then we're gonna keep Bobby Hamilton at bay. Game, this is what you made me do. All right, you make me wail on my favorite driver like that. I hate you for letting Bobby Hamilton come in second, but I also like you for putting Bobby Hamilton in second in Richmond. Okay? Screw you! Please just shut the hell up, crew chief. I don't know. I really don't know what to tell you. I think we're the slowest car on the track again. Because them guys are ready to catch back up to us. The one who I just kind of like made Bobby Hamilton swerve back and forth, back and forth, back and forth there. I think those little dots back there, they're gating in on us. This whole group of cars in front of me, they're gone. I am doing everything I can to make sure, you know, I'm still pointing this car in the right direction anyway. This car is unpredictable. Hey, I'm looking great. You know, I'm really getting tired of you asking me that question. How does the car feel? There's no grip. I tried to turn the car. If I do, it turns too hard and it spins itself, or at least it wants to anyway, causing tire wear to occur in the first fucking place. Gary Bradbury, of all fucking things, is trying to make a pass on us. Ken Schrader's trying to make something work on the high side, but I'm saying fuck no, baby. And we're 19 laps in. I feel like I'm the slowest car on the fucking track. Yep. Where are you? No more talking for the rest of the race, both of you. I am that much annoyed with the lot of you. You know, just because I did that, we're gonna lose a spot now to Gary Bradbury, because I told my spotter and crew chief to shut the fuck up and go home. Yep, there goes the Big Daddy's car. Bye-bye, Big Daddy. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Hello, Mars. How are we doing today? Only I could be that stupid and hit the wall in the straightaway and just cause disasters like that. So now the right front's damaged because of my own incompetence. Darrell Walters ready to make a move on us. Bobby Hamilton's ready to come back and eat my, you know, kick my ass. Like, just, really? Doing the best I can here, fellas. I really don't want to pull any cheap shots to get what I want. Because here comes Ricky Rudd. He's ready to put all of us a lap down. Gives us one last lap of this misery anyway. Darrell Walter decides to think that was a good idea. Kenny Schrader's ready to try to make a pass on us. Ricky Rudd, there's no fucking chance of holding him up. He's having a battle with Tony Stewart, so I'll let them both go. Or Tony Stewart decides to say, nah, I'm going to let Ricky Rudd lead this race anyway. I don't need another win. And, oh god, car's up tight. See what I mean about the unpredictability? Like, it was snapping loose, and then it just got plowed into the wall. I mean, I get it, my car is damaged too, so the performance has already gone to shit. I don't even know who I'm racing for position anymore, because I know I see lap cars, you know, lead lap cars, or lap down cars. I don't know where anyone is anymore. I'm about to die for doing something stupid like this. Still didn't wreck anybody though yet. The only good news out of all this is the tires have yet to be worn yet after halfway through this fuel run. That's the only good news out of all this, but there's no grip left in the car. Like, there's no grip, there's no speed, no nothing anymore. I don't know who's in last place I'm supposed to worry about. I see that Johnny Benson's in 5th, so I'm happy about that. Alright, so I need to finish 40th, obviously. We got, you know, Stacy Compton, Waltrip, Chad, Pruitt. You know, we got a whole bunch of guys that we're still trying to race against. But, of course, we're going to let Darrell Waltrip go by, or so you think, anyway. I'm not going to let him go that easily, the old-timer. Am I being rude? Short answer, yes. Long answer, listen, I'm getting fucking frustrated at this point. You know, you can just tell by the tone of my voice I'm just getting frustrated. It's just a struggle. And yeah, I'm doing the best I can with what I got, but I was hoping to have better results at this point. I hate how I have to resort to doing this sort of thing. Because here comes the whole cavalry right there behind us. Oh boy. Who are we going to let through, guys? I have no idea. I hope the answer is none of them. Bobby Hamilton says no, I am going to go through, or at least Ken Schrader decides to go through. Our front tires are finally worn out. We're just going to be, I guess, somewhat assholes anyway, because we're not going to let the 4 nor the 66 go by. Mainly the 4, because I'm trying to race against him, but at this point, does it really matter, because he's already 100 points ahead of us anyway? Like, this 1 or 2 spots is just kind of petty. Yes and no. It does matter. It does matter because it helps us gain a little bit, but what it doesn't matter is it only gains a little. So it's the same reason, or same explanation, just, yeah. I mean, if he just repaired his damage a little bit, it should help out the handling a little bit, but we're still going to be, like, jacking shit off the pace no matter what we do. So it just stinks, because there's everybody else, it seems. Ah, shit, there goes the bottom opening. And he's clear. Damn it, he's clear. And he's clear. Dang it. I thought I could be able to handle him back down there. Guess not. Guess not at all. At least the car's starting to stabilize itself a little bit. So at least there's that. So, oh boy, hello Jeff. I know I'm being an asshole. Go on through. Stacy Company, you're not allowed. Everybody else is fine. They can roll on through, but just not these two. Where's 43rd at? I don't even know. So I can see everybody. Chad Little, I think, is also up there at some point. I don't even know. Say no to Waltrip and say no to Compton, essentially. We're going to be bouncing off a lot of people here in this corner. This is what Desperation looks like, by the way. Oh, a caution is out, and that wasn't even me. That was not me. That was not me. You saw it there. That was not me. That was Ken Schrader losing at the car, and as we give a little bit of a fender rub to Darrell Waltrip. And you know what? I have a change of heart. I have a change of heart. Welcome back to the team, guys.
You gotta pick it up a little.
All right, don't press your luck, bub. Yeah. He didn't even fully lose it. That should not have been a caution, I don't think. In my eyes, that should not have been a caution. But the game... actually, all right, he did win a full 90-degree around. Okay, all right. We'll call that a caution, legit one. Well, I didn't cause it. I didn't cause it. I did not cause that. Just want to let you all know. We're getting tires because fuck this shit. I mean, we still have to make yet another pit stop. Like, there's no about it. We're not going to be able to make 64 laps, or 63 laps anyway, since we're a lap down at all. Anyway, we're back underway in a restart here in the Coke 600. We're at 42nd, as I thought so. Oh, Kenny Schrader's 2 laps down. Interesting. So we're not going to finish last, or at least thankfully we're not anyway. We're going to be trying to gain as many spots as we can here because of the fresh tires that we have. We're going to take advantage as long as we can. Maybe even lead a lap or two, because everyone's probably going to come down pit road. See what we can try to do. I mean, I forgot what fresh tires would feel like here against like 37 laps anyway. So we easily pass Scott Pruitt. Chad Little is being Chad Little. Please get out of my way. I know you're ahead of me in points, but get the hell out of my way. So we're up to 40th now. Just trying to take advantage of these fresh tires as long as humanly possible. I mean, we're probably going to make a pit stop around the 60s anyway, and try to split this run in half. We still have to make a pit stop no matter what. Like, that's pretty much given. We signed a contract, and Bill Elliott wants to kill us, and rightfully so. He kind of wants to kill us. Maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't. Who knows? I don't know anymore. So either way, we're still up to 40th place. The times are not exactly what I'm looking for. Kenny Walls is still being held up here by Joe Schmo and Stacy Compton. We're going to get Stacy Compton out of our way as we take 39th away. I kind of want to get around our teammates best we can, but we already had a couple scraps so far this season. You may not make it so easy for us. As Bill Elliott, what are you doing, my guy? I mean, I know you want to race already this season. As we give Michael Walton a little bit of a rub as well. Just being a little aggressive. That way we get us a little bit of breathing room behind us. Next up is Kevin LePage, and I think Bobby Hamilton. So we really need to take care of these, you know, take advantage of these fresh tires as long as possible. As we have a huge checkup right then and there. That's our cue to try to gain a little bit of time, but we just don't have the straight line speed. I actually don't mind this purple and white car that Kevin LePage has. It's just, you know, cool paint scheme. Not the right driver, as we say, screw you to Kevin LePage and enforcement into the wall. I really am turning into a villain right now, honest to goodness. Oh, huge checkup! I was not expecting Mark Martin to be like that, and somehow that was not a caution. I was not expecting that at all, to be honest with you. I should have been more aware about that. Oopsie daisy. Our car is now aerodynamically fucked. I will say that. Ever since that huge check up there, our car is just aerodynamically fucked. We have no speed, no cornering anymore. Even with fresh tires, it doesn't matter. Something tells me I'm going to regret what I'm going to do, but I feel like I'm going to have to do it. I don't want to do it. I'm going to sign another contract with the devil pretty soon. I've been doing that a lot in my personal life lately. We might as well do it here, right? Not yet, though. Granted, we had a lot of people come down pit road as we keep causing so much problems for everybody else. That's like behind this little train that we have here. We have no speed, no cornering. I'm like going maybe 175 on the straightaways now at this point. Oh my gosh. I really don't like what I'm about to do pretty soon. Not gonna lie. Oh, wow. I don't think I have to do it right there. As Schrader is not first spot, he's actually a lap behind us, but he easily gets right by us, no problem. We're still holding on to 27 because the pit cycle is still commencing. Like, even with the fresh tires, we're just still getting eaten alive because of all this damage. It just stacks up, though. I didn't realize our left rear was on red. Not exactly what I wanted to hear at all. What I wanted to see at all. Again, you saw nothing. You saw nothing. You saw none of that. There were no cars there before. You saw nothing. We pulled away from everybody. Just don't question it. We're so good. Our car's so good. Our car's so freaking fast. We pulled away from those guys. You saw nothing. Yeah, I lied when I said the car was fast. In case you haven't noticed, as our left rear is really red at this point, I gotta be really careful not to get ran over by it. As even Jeff Bodine making one of his rare few starts here in this save file anyway. One lap down. At this point, I'm desperate. All right, somebody's got to give here. Unfortunately, it has to be you, Marlon. It has to be you, Marlon. I literally committed a Carson Hocevar and a Radman, and a real Radman, to cause a caution on purpose. I am an evil person, just for this time. Just for this time. We have a lot of people one lap down, though, so that could be a problem. I mean, I'm probably going to get canned really soon. Oh my god, Walter had no reason to get ran right into them. We messed with the silver bullet. I mean, that was a clean takedown, too. I mean, you have to admit that. That was a pretty good pit maneuver. We're going to make our final stop here. Unfortunately, we kind of let some people stay on the lead lap here. I think I kind of did my pit maneuver a little too early. As you can see, we have a lot of damage to repair with 3 seconds worth at least, so we have to do something. Listen, I had to do what I had to do, okay? All in all, that was a really fast stop, what that was. Pit crew is really showing their worth, and we're up to 27th now. Okay, all of a sudden we're 14th. And let me guess, Bobby's first spot? No? No. So, race manipulation did somehow work for us, it seems. As Bobby Hamilton's in 35th. Listen, Robert Presley's out too, I didn't realize. Listen. I had to do what I had to do. Now he's got to make sure that karma doesn't bite us in the ass. I didn't realize our hood was yellow. I had no idea about that at all. Maybe because of the little contact that we made. We're probably still going to have like slow-ass lap times now, as Kenny Wallace is going to be making a pass on us as well. We're not even we're going to let him fly, but try to survive 40 laps with the damage that we have, and try not to lose as many spots. So if let's see, I didn't get a good look. How many spots can we lose up to? 27th. So at least either way, we're actually having a decent finish at this point. Which is kind of sad that I had to resort to doing real random tactics in order to actually get a good finish this time with the low performance cars that you have anyway. I mean, sometimes you have to do what you gotta do. I didn't like doing it. I think it's unethical for me to do things like this, but when you're desperate and getting frustrated, you gotta try something. You gotta do things that you don't want to do, and that was one of them. One thing I will say, though, about this run so far is straight line speed is still non-existent, but the cornering speed is just about the same as it was before. Like, it's really no big deal, but we just keep losing. I just lost the top 20 spot by just letting, I think, the one car of Steve Park go by. But it's just, I'm not going to say the same thing over and over again. We're doing fine now, thankfully, because of the stuff that we have, but unfortunately we're one lap down. I'm hoping to be two. I was hoping to be 2 or 3 at this point in the race, so that way we don't have to do the full 99 laps around this place. I mean, it's a long, long way to go still for us. As we're gonna give the page a piece of our mind as well. Maybe cause another caution. And oh boy, they wrecked back there. Yet somehow a caution did not occur. Okay. There's a wreck on the backstretch. Where? I'm on the backstretch. Where's that? Someone blew up. Or did he? No, it's Mark Martin. Mark Martin, I think, blew a tire or something. He must have blown a tire or something because he's going awfully slow there. As we're going to give Jeff Bodine a really hard time as well. We might come back down the pit roads again. Oh, okay. So what happened was Sterling Marlin's, back bumper came off, and Mark Martin ran over it and just caused a flat tire. So it really was just a debris caution. Sorry, Marlin. Sorry it had to be you, my guy. Let's get tires. I really don't know what pit road adjustment to make. Maybe I'll lower the tire pressure just by 1 just to see what happens, I guess. Maybe more corner ability. Actually, no, I don't even know if I want that, but we're gonna leave it anyway because we ran out of time. 27 is probably where the lowest we can finish in terms of the 1 lap down cars, assuming we don't get lapped again. So 26 is where we're at the moment. We're gonna try to keep clawing our way back up there as we cross lap ice. I don't even know who is 27th, but in terms of like the first car 2 laps down is that the 41 car right behind us anyway. As long as we don't get hit again, we should be able to somewhat try to keep up anyway with all these cars in front. And I do mean somewhat, but what embarrassingly enough is we can't because that 41 car is so much faster than us. Somehow with all that damage as well. How are you still up there? I have no idea. As we give a little bit of a tap to our Richmond winner, like Skinner anyway. I think at this point it's just to try to survive and finish 27th. That's pretty much the goal at this point, because there's no way we're going to be able to catch back up there. I think pitting was not a good idea. Crash in turn 4, they say. We have to watch out for that. I don't see any smoke, so I think it's another debris caution. I really don't think the fresh tires are helping at all. We're not gaining anything, but we're probably going to lose only 1 spot anyway. Let's see, is it another debris caution? That's what it seems to be. Was it Marlin again? Yeah, it is. Well, we know what to do. Put 4 Dr. Feelgoods on and see if it helps. more damage repair, meaning hopefully we get more performance, I suppose. I mean, this car feels like it's been through wars.
Green, buddy.
As we're back on to restart once again with about 22 laps to go, I would say. 21 for us anyway, as we're now last place in terms of the 1 lap down cars anyway, but that's okay. It's kind of like where I want to be honest. I just want to make sure we're able to actually somewhat finish a good spot, and did we have to do a little bit of cheap tactics in order to do so? Well, I'll leave that up for you to decide anyway. No, I will not leave it up to you. That was cheap. I will say though, Thunder 03, like I love the transition, like some of the tracks. Like you can, it's the same thing with Thunder 04 as well. Oh my God, that is a huge accident.
Got one outside.
Huge accident right then and there. That was not me.
Clear all around.
Wow, what a big one. That's what I've been waiting for this entire career mode so far. That's what we've been waiting for. Wow. I didn't cause that. That was awesome. Holy smokes, what happened there? I need to know, like, what exactly happened?
It's still there. Be patient. All clear, buddy. Cars down low.
All right, who done did it? What done did it? Oh my God! Oh, okay, it looked a lot bigger, honest to goodness. It looked a lot bigger, didn't it? Oh, wow. Oh, it looked a lot bigger. And there's me just nearly plowing into the instant, like always. The AI are so good at stopping, though. Like, holy crap, they're so good at doing that. No, we're not pitting again. So we're back up to 15th again.
Good, buddy. Green flag.
We shift back down to 2nd gear and back to 3rd gear we go. Now we just have to hold off John Andretti and Kenny Irwin Jr. because now all of a sudden we're 15th because of a huge wreck there. Again, I mean, I kind of cheaped the race already with Sterling Marlin, but this whole race went down all to hell ever since then. All the debris cautions and shit. But that was awesome, though. Oh my God, Jeff just nearly loses it. What is going on this race? Like, I'm loving that the AI are fucking up more than usual, but wow. Like, ever since I wrecked Marlin, everything just went all to hell, didn't it? Either way, John Andretti's ready to try to make a pass on us. We're going to try to say no as long as we can. They just reeled us back in like no problem. They reacted to Jeff Gordon just slowing down so much, and I barely slowed down at all. And there they are, right up my ass again. Oh my gosh. What can I do? Like you can tell the AI are just so much faster than we are. It's kind of unsettling how fast they are, really. Wow, those guys just gave me the whole smackdown right there. And oh, 3 wide, a little collision there back there. That ain't gonna work, boys. And they just kind of tripped up over their own feet right then and there. But we lost 3 spots to Kenny Irwin, Steve Park, and John Andretti. We could try to get one on the back. We're kind of like even on pace, it seems, with John Andretti, but they just pull away on the straights, man. I mean, top 20 sounds like a good result at this point. I think there's like only like 10 or 12 cars on a lead lap at this point. So top 20 is like the goal for us at this point. Just try not to lose 2 more spots. We got Jimmy Spencer and Wardburn to try to hold off. They're just gonna try to get ready to get around us anyway. As long as we don't leave the bottom order, which we do, we're gonna try to keep Mr. Excitement at bay for 10 more laps because we're a lap down. So we have to race the lap to completion of 99. Just hold on, just take the top 20 and go home, or maybe top 25 because they're just right there still. Turn 3 accident back there. I don't see any smoke, but that might be more debris from Marlin. So we're just gonna keep our spot in 18th. All these cautions, man. Debris. Yep, debris again. Yeah, that's definite debris. Like, I mean, I know I ruined Sterling Marlin's day like over and over again, but is that piece just keeps respawning or something? Like I think it's like the 3rd time it just keeps happening, man. No, we're not pitting again. Coming to lap 94. We got about 5 laps. We have 5 laps to go to try to hold these guys off as best we can here. We got Mr. E and the 6 of Mark Martin trying to hold off as well. Got about 5 5 more laps to try to hold these guys. We got one of the most aggressive guys, and we have also got one of the most compassionate and cleanest drivers behind us, but he's also one of the fastest as well. Mark Martin, I believe, if I can recall correctly, our Daytona 500 winner, who's been trying to get a race win ever since, but it just hasn't been the best of luck after Daytona. It hasn't been the best of luck of anybody in terms of like having different winners. Really, we have one winner across the board each race. Like the parity's been great so far. As we nearly losing on the front straightaway. Try to give Mr. Excitement a piece of our mind. We got a little bit of a shove. No, we're not. Friend making is done. I have been respectful long enough. Desperation mode has been kicked in this entire race, as you can tell. Desperation just to have a decent finish that's not like at Daytona or Talladega. You can just see like the pure insanity in my eyes, just making sure I hold on to this top 20 for a good spot here. As long as we don't blow the car up, we're fine. We have 4 laps to do it. Let's see, is Mark gonna make a move? No. But he will now because I left the bottom open. So we can do that. That's how we do it. You can see I'm just not giving anybody any room whatsoever. Like they're gonna catch us back up after this corner anyway. So what I did doesn't even matter. We have 2 laps to go this race for us anyway, but the leader is about to take the white. We're gonna finish a 1 lap down in a 100 lap race thanks to all these cautions that half of them were caused by me, and half of them were caused by the AI. Well, actually in thirds. 1/3 debris, 1/3 AI, and 1/3 of me just being an asshole. White flag is out. 1 more lap to go. Spread sponsored by Credit One Bank, or not, depending on how you see it as we're going to try to keep holding off Mark and Ward for one last time to bring it home for an 18th place finish, but it just doesn't, it might be doable. Top 20 is definitely doable at this point. Just got to make sure we can just hold off both these guys on the straightaway. They both have a huge head of steam. We're literally zigzagging all across the back straightaway just to try to block them away. Somebody's already crossed the start finish line. I really don't care. As long as we finish at 18. Nope. Mark? No. My spot. Well, it wasn't the cleanest way. It wasn't the most ethical way either, as Dale Earnhardt Sr. apparently approves, because he's our 2nd race of the year at the Coke 600.
This was an exciting last lap, wasn't it?
Yeah, watching that last lap, I thought we were going to have a photo finish. That was close.
From all of us here at EA Sports and MRN, we hope you enjoyed tonight's race. Next up is Dover.
So it's the Big E once again taking his 2nd win of the season, this time at the Coca-Cola 600 here. Listen, I had to do what I had to do. I keep saying it for like the last second part of that race. We did not deserve to finish where we finished, honest to goodness. We deserve to be finishing like the 40s again. I'm not going to lie. I'm not proud. I'm not proud of what I did, but when we got ourselves a top 20, we got some money anyway. We got some points back on Bobby Hamilton, but problem now is we're probably going to be 50 across the board for Dover. No, not my home race, but hey, we got to fit the bill somehow, and at least our parts are coming in really soon, so hopefully we'll be actually starting to be more competitive, as Dale Earnhardt Sr. will be celebrating tonight. Well, at least we got some funding. We got $236,000 out of all that. That was really nice to see for us. So the man, Dale Earnhardt Sr., wins today, gets his 2nd win of the season, along with Tony Stewart, who led a really good amount of laps, as well as Ricky Rudd as well. He finishes in 3rd. Bobby Labonte 4th. Rusty Wallace 5th. Rusty Wallace is probably going to win the title because of his sheer consistency alone. Jeff Gordon 6th, Jeff Burton 7th, Dale Jarrett 8th, Johnny Benson 9th, and Scary Terry finishes in 10th place. As we have our teammates finishing 14th and 15th respectively, we finish a solid 18th place finish. Put an asterisk over it if you want to. Jeff Bodine finishes 22nd. I know he was in this race. In my previous save file, he was one of the full-time drivers, so I'm not sure what changed. I know Kenny Irwin did. So where did Bobby finish? He finishes 37th. So we actually gained some points on him at least. Not enough to get our thing back, I don't think, but I'll try to refrain from doing that, or at least until I'll try to refrain to keep doing what I did there. Essentially, I didn't like what I did to deserve this spot. Did I deserve it? No, but did we get it? Yes. So we had money before. Now we have $174,000. That's good for us. Essentially, we got a lot of money. It seems. We're still a good ways back from Bobby Hamilton, so we still have to actually gain stuff again. Let's see. Did our point leader change? No, it's still Rusty Wallace over 33 over Tony Stewart. It's been kind of just a standstill battle between like Rusty and Tony for a little while, it seems. So we have our first repeat winner, so that's interesting there. Sponsor news. Yeah, finally we got the prestige in the 60s. What about the happiness though? Did the happiness go up for this a little bit? Yeah, it did. So eventually we might be able to get some happiness bonuses as well, because, you know, we're going to keep doing what we're doing, especially for qualifying, so it's actually good enough for us there. That means we're going to earn a little bit more money, so thankfully, after Dover, we can finally... we need to finish there too, because we need $250,000 just to invest in tire grip. Well, maybe we won't be able to do it for at least a little while anyway. So even if the tire wear R&D comes in. So anyway, listen, I had to do what I had to do in order to get the finish I need. You know what I mean? But anyways, if you liked the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. It helps out the channel quite a bit. And that was quite a hectic Coke 600, wasn't it? So anyway, we head to our home race next at Dover. So we'll see you guys then, all right?